right, and welcome in. You know, one of the parts of, or aspects of beautifying your home is obviously your landscaping and making sure you have beautiful, gorgeous plants. Well, let me tell you, you're gonna get to meet Michael Perry in just a second. He's amazing in his wealth of information about plants and how to decorate your yard. But we've brought this here. It's been extremely extremely popular, and we just got it back. This is our Meadow Valley Ornamental Red Japanese Maple Tree. Normally it's $49.95. It is $10 off today. Flat rate shipping of only $5, and you can break up the payments under $20. You want to talk about something that pops. You know, deep red foliage, easy to maintain, easy to grow. And here's the man that knows all about it. Going to tell you how easy it is to put it in your property. Michael,
how's it going?
It's good to see you, pal.
How's it going?
I love that shirt, man.
Yeah, I know.
The shirt is growing on me.
This is going to go so well with the hostas that we've got coming up as well.
And we've got, Michael's brought a lot of great stuff. Let's start off with this Japanese maple. These trees are so gorgeous, and you can always see one coming like from a mile away.
This is an absolute premium tree. If you were comparing this to a car, it would be the Cadillac of the tree world. And more importantly, it's a tree that grows in a small garden as well. It doesn't need a lot of space. You can grow this in a container or in a small yard. You could even have a container on the porch or even on the balcony. It is compact, it's slow growing, so it takes a long time to get to that ultimate size. You've got gorgeous blood red spring color and orange rustic fall color. It is an amazing tree. It really is a perfect opportunity to buy it at some great value as well.
And I love that we're going to get you all started up, because when you actually see the planting that you get, you have a pretty well developed system already going up right out of the gate.
So this is a bare root plant. So I want to show you just how big this tree already is, and to explain why there isn't any container, there isn't any soil there. We basically don't want you to have to pay for the container and the soil, because this is the raw material. This is the best way to buy your plants, and for the very best value, and they will establish easier and quicker as well, because this is a dormant plant. This is basically a plant which is asleep, and the perfect time to plant that into your yard, onto your patio or your porch is now. So we will send everything at the right time for planting, depending on where you live in the United States. We have a map here to show you the dispatch dates. So you could even plan and give this as a gift for Father's Day.
I love that.
That's coming up in June, isn't it?
Right, and we've color-coded it for you, so you can see, depending on what part of the country you live in, you can see exactly when yours will be delivered. We don't want to deliver it and have it sitting around in the garage or the shed for months. We want to make sure you get it and you know exactly when to plant it. So we make it so simply when you do that. We only have 600 of these to go around. As Michael had warned me before, he said this has been very popular, so we just got some more back in. It's let's talk about how easy it is to plant and the maintenance and all that stuff.
It really is. This is a tree that will grow in sun or partial shade. It also tolerates pollution, so you can grow this in city areas. It tolerates deer damage, and rabbits avoid it as well. But more importantly, it attracts a whole range of different insects and bees and butterflies to the garden. The color you can see, this is your summer color, which is rustic. It's kind of red-orange. That will go even more intense orange in the fall. And then next year, you'll have that gorgeous spring red color. It's an amazing tree that's got it all.
I love this tree because you can find this tree everywhere. It's a very hardy tree. It grows almost everywhere in the country. I mean, it really does. It doesn't take much to get it started. But honestly, Meadow Valley, what's so wonderful about that company is the product itself. You know, when you get it, you know it's been nurtured, it's been cared for, so that when you get it, you don't have to deal with all that. You don't have to try to bring it back to life. It just does its thing.
Of course, and everything's got full instructions. So even though we're sending you a plant that you're not used to seeing in that format in the garden centers or the DIY stores, we're sending you step-by-step instructions to understand how to grow these plants. It's one of the easiest trees to begin with. It's great for beginners. It's a great gift item as well. It will grow in sun, partial shade, tolerate any type of soil. It tolerates pollution. So if you've got a yard that has a lot of traffic going by and you're used to having, you know, finding it difficult to establish plants there, this is the plant for you. If you have deer and rabbit in your garden, this will not be affected by those problems.
And I heard it does well in some shade too. It doesn't have to be perfect full day sun all the time.
So full sun or part shade, it will survive in both. You can plant this as a specimen in the center of a lawn, or you can plant it in a container as you see here. And this is how your plant will look within just 2 seasons as well.
Isn't that nice? So you see, it's not a super fast grower, but it'll grow with you, which is really nice. Kind of grows like your kids. You know what I mean? A little bit at a time, but you can tell that it's getting there. And then of course it gets more red and it fills out. Let's show that picture of the one that's the one that's developed, because this reminds me of some of the neighborhoods where I grew up in New England. And you'll see these beautiful Japanese maples, and they pop because there's a lot of green up in New England as well.
You'll have the same full color as New England in your garden when you buy this tree.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
premium. It's got the spring color, the summer color, the fall color. It's compact as well. It isn't a big tree that's going to take over your yard.
Right.
The roots aren't going to get under the foundations of your house. Remember, it tolerates pollution, deer, rabbits, squirrels. It really is tough. It's a bulletproof tree. Brilliant for beginners. If you've kind of wondered what type of tree you can grow and you want to add some structure to your garden, you don't want one that's too big, too small, this is your perfect medium-sized tree.
And you're not always just doing flowers or vegetables or fruits and stuff like that. You need some beautiful ornamentals, and that's what this will be. In fact, I can tell you, this is the kind of tree, when you grow up, you remember that tree, right? You remember that tree that was in the backyard? You remember that Japanese maple? I mean, you remember things like this, and it's going to be around for a long, long time. I have about 550 left for everybody out there, so if you want one and you don't have a green thumb, in fact, if you don't have a green thumb, keep shopping, because most everything in this show anybody can utilize and you can take advantage of. This is only $39.95. It's on Flex for less than 20 bucks. You want to get your house looking great. I mean, this is the time. Oh, and one last thing. Remember, we have it color-coded. So across the country, we'll put that map up throughout the show. When these are delivered, what's so smart about Meadow Valley, they deliver them so it's the opportune time for you to plant. So if you live up north, you see purple, it tells you when to plant. If you live down south, you see the red, you know when your plants are coming, so they're not sitting around. Really quickly, now